Palma. Oh, that's unfair. And Palma 7 points in the game. To Del Puente. Ilagan takes the shot and knocks it down. Maloria is open. 3-point. Goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Now it gets hard to Jozo. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
It's a beautiful Monday night dito sa Orion Sports Complex in Orion, Bataan. The One Bataan Risers Kamaya Coast host Alan Mina and the rest of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Two teams currently locked in that tough race for playoff positions in the North Division, and Ilagan and Bataan go at it in our main game here in Orion, Bataan. And very important game for both teams. Sa Delf Tupas kasama si Mike Perez. Syempre kasama din natin Mika Abisamis at courtside. Magandang gabi po sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook and on YouTube. And we are live on Solar Sports. And Coach Mike, important game for both teams. Medyo dikit sila doon sa team standings natin sa North.
Yeah, at hindi lang sila dikit sa team standings. Even yung last game nila, parehong dikit. And I'm sure both these teams gusto makabalik, makapanalo ulit.
Oo, Ilagan, diretso tayo. A controversial ending to their last game against Zamboanga. And came down the wire. Pero itong laban na pinakita nila, no? Quite impressive. Even though they shot just 27% from the field, they fell short 62-63 against Zamboanga.
Walang Art de la Cruz, pero they showed a lot of character. They battled back from a 13-point deficit in the second half. At talagang they really just fell short, and scoring was really a challenge, especially when they start really slow in games. Katulad nga na point out mo, 27% field goal shooting. They need to be more efficient with the ball as they turned over 16 times and awarded 18 Zamboanga points off of that. And the bench, they gotta need more help of that. Minus 12 sila dun sa department na yun, and it was only J.R. Oligario who had 7 points to lead guys helping off the bench.
That's a big concern without Art de la Cruz and Coach Louis Gonzalez trying to steady the ship again para dito sa Cowboys. One Bataan naman, natalo sila in overtime to Pasig, and some people say it was a shock result considering na itong lineup ng Bataan and the way things are in the team standings.
Yeah, agree. And really just Chito Jaime coming up with those big shots despite leading for most of the game. So yung apas sila hanggang 17 points pero they eventually lost out in overtime. Making shots was good, but closing out the defense with a defensive rebound, yun ang naging challenge. 23 offensive rebounds ang Pasig, and minus 12 sila pagdating dyan sa department na yan, which evidently led to a minus 8 second chance opportunities defending, closing out with rebounds.
Well, this is an interesting stat because Pasig got 20 more shots.
Agree.
And they won by only 3 points. So malaking bagay na hindi ganun. They had a lot of room for error, and hindi pwede at this level.
Agree.
And syempre in our player matchup, two Spitfire guards here, and napakaganda nito. And we will be following this matchup throughout the game. J.R. Oligario and Robbie Darang, two of the quickest and more explosive guards in the MPBL for our player matchup tonight.
Well, pretty close yung pagdating sa points and field goals. Rebounds really more on the side of Robbie, and assist as well. But ang difference nito, minutes on the floor. 10 minutes on the floor lang si Oligario, pero ito si Robbie Darang, 23 minutes on the floor. And so nakikita mo immediate impact ni J.R. Oligario when he gets on the floor to contribute para dito sa Cowboys.
And perhaps itong si J.R. Oligario, kung times 2 mo, ibig sabihin 20 minutes, 21 points din. Diba? So very impressive numbers from these two players. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat. These are not big men, but they bring the biggest impacts to their teams. Of course, J.R. Oligario and Robbie Darang. Magandang gabi, mga Ginoo. J.R., pag umatake ka at ganito kabilis ang kaharap mo, paano mo gagawin yun?
Siyempre, sabi din naman ng mga coaches ko, mabilis siya, mas bibilisan ko rin naman.
Maraming salamat. Anong gusto mo sabihin sa fans ng Ilagan Isabela, JR?
Sa mga taga Isabela Ilagan, maraming salamat sa walang sawang suporta at lagi kayo nandyan para sa amin. Thank you rin po sa mga bots namin, kila Boss Diaz po, Family Diaz.
Maraming salamat, JR Oligario. Robbie, ito na nga, napag-usapan yung bilis. Isa sa pinakamabilis na tao dito sa liga, ito si JR Oligario. Sa tingin mo, paano ba bantayan ng mga gantong klaseng guards?
Siguro, kung ano yung depensa yung ibigay ng team, and then sasabayan ko lang kung ano yung ibibigay sa akin na opensa. Kailangan lang depensahan talaga, kasi kailangan.
Maraming salamat, Robbie. Lahat ng fans dito sa loob ng Orion Sports Complex, kayo ang pinuntahan. Anong gusto mo sabihin sa kanila?
Sobrang thank you sa mga sumusuporta sa amin sa Bataan community, and then sa One Bataan, Kamaya Coast. Thank you sa pagsuporta lagi every game. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Robbie Darang. Now it's gonna be Ilagan, Isabela versus Bataan. Richard Tampos, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the main game here at Orion Sports Complex. Live on Solar Sports, Ilagan Isabela against One Bataan Risers in the Season 7 of Manny Pacquiao's MPBL. Join me in welcoming with the starting lineups. Let's start with Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. At forward number 5, Josh Giab. Also at forward number 6, Makoy Marcos. Playing center number 15, Alan Santos. Point guard number 18, Philip Manalang. Two guard number 29, Alan Mina. The head coach is Louis Gonzalez, assisted by Mixon Ramos, Eric De La Cuesta, Ans Robles, Ethel Tacorda. Team consultant Glenn Capascio, assisted by Alex Calweng. Team managers, newly elected Vice Mayor Jay Diaz, Board Member EJ Diaz, Joji Fournier. Team governors, Ricky Lagi and Joey Fournier. Team honors, J.O. Diaz, Governor Rodito Alparo, and Mayor Jay Diaz. And now, for your One Bataan Risers, Kamaya Coast. Playing center number 4, J.L. Capulong. At point guard number 7, Hubert Cani. The other guard number 8, Dom Bera. Power forward number 12 from Orani, Bataan, Dante Baguio. Also at forward number 39 from Balaga, Bataan, Jamil Gabawan. Head coach is Goody Ilagan, with Ogie Gumatay, assistant coaches, Arvin Quinto, Paul de la Cruz, Rene Paina, Louis Cortina, Marvin Molines, Erwin Lozada, Frederick Francisco, Jonas Kiao, and ang tinanupihan,
The starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. The Ilagan Isabela Cowboys will start with Philip Manalang, Alan Mina, Alan Santos, Josh Galliano, and Makoy Marcos. The One Bataan Risers Kamaya Coast will have Hubert Cani, Dom Vera, J.L. Capulong, and two homegrown players in Dante Baguio and Jamil Gabawan. Both teams with 5 wins so far this season, and these two teams naglaban to sa isang tune-up game a few months back. Bataan winning that one. So Philip Manalang wins the tip. Alan Mina pulls the trigger. Alan Santos with a rebound. Capulong with a block. Much to the delight of the crowd here in Orion. Dom Vera goes to Capulong underneath. Nandun si Alan. Capulong shoots over Santos. Santos grabs the board. Ilagan, they've started out slow in majority of their matches. They want to change that. Alan Santos pulls up, and that's good.
Well, it's very important for them to see finally, quickly, na makakita ng basket kaagad. Ito nga Ilagan, katulad nga na-mention mo. Yung mga games na ibang slow start, doon sila nahirapan no?
Even in their victories.
Yes, agree.
Vera for 3. That won't go. The tap ends up with Josh Giab. There's a whistle going against Capulong.
Well, Capulong has been pretty big para dito sa Bataan. You know, the time that he spends on the floor, you know, so much quality minutes para dito kay Capulong. Normally, mga rotations niyan, Kapulong, Chris Javier. But he's been given quality minutes para dito sa Risers.
Natapik ni Dom Vera. Vera recovers. Marcos is there to defend. Waits for Kani. Kani with a runner off one leg. Rebound, Josh Gia. 8.5 minutes remaining. Gia.
Travel.
Coach Louis Gonzalez and Coach Mixon Ramos are in charge of that Ilagan Isabela team. Coach Goody Ilagan and Coach Ogie Gumatay naman sa kabila. Kapulong. And Santos, JL Kapulong will get the roll. Giab leaking out. Giab puts it in.
Wow.
What a pass galing kay Philip Manala.
Yeah, and really just playing to your strengths. Yan ang gusto mo kay Josh Giab eh. Big man that can run the floor real quick.
And Bataan 2-1 at home ang kanilang record this season. And they the Cowboys forced a turnover. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Couple of big man going at it. Nagpalitan lang ng scoring yun. Alan Santos and Kapulong.
Mina. Inside the paint, Alan Mina puts it in. Plus the foul on Kapulong. That's number 2 on JL.
It's very important na tumama yung screen na yon kay Allen Mina. Nag-create ng separation, cross matches, finish off contact, Allen Mina. Ganda nung pagkaka-screen ni Allen.
Yeah. And he really stood his ground.
Hinold niya yung screen niya, no? Didn't move kaagad. And allowed that entire left side of the floor for Allen to operate on.
Allen Mina off to a good start, 7-2. Kapulong has to go to the bench because of the 2 fouls. Chris Javier has been introduced to the game. We'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Vera. There's a switch here. Gabawan on Mina, 2 former Letran Knights. Baguio pulls up the jumper from Tante. Won't work. That will go out of bounds. Bola ng Ilagan.
Nihingi si Dante ng tumama raw sa kamay niya on that shot, but referee's not blowing the whistle, so it'll stay ball for Ilagan.
McCoy, atake. Marcos lays it in. Everything at the rim right now for the Cowboys. And they're off to a terrific start in the first 3 minutes of this ball game.
And what you like is that they're not settling for paint touches. They're really intent on closing out and finishing strong at the rim, attacking it and scoring twice. Allen Mina, then McCoy Marcos.
It's 9-2. Timeout, Bataan. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Robbie Darang and Mitchell Maynez are in the game for Bataan. Check out the team standings where the 2 teams are 8 and 9. Ilagan and Bataan. 5 and 6 ang Ilagan, 5 and 7 ang Bataan. Art de la Cruz. Little Cowboy shirt there.
Nice
Dallas
shirt.
Cowboys.
Oh yeah, nice shirt.
They force a turnover, the Cowboys. 9-2. Kakapasok lang ni Robbie Darang. McCoy. McCoy drives. Forced that one against Chris Javier. Maynez back down the floor here. Mitchell waits for Chris. Robbie Darang.
Mismatch.
There's a mismatch. Corner 3. Vera. Yes.
Ganda ng set na yun para sa Bataan. Everyone cross-matched and the corner guy holding that corner 3.
Alan Mina.
Oh man.
Alan Santos teed up. But they were trying to initiate something there. Alan Santos had an issue with a referee.
He was
But
talking to
Dom
him.
Vera was
Oh, yeah.
bigla tumayo. And parang medyo
Made it
nag-create ng eksena dito.
Made it look na nasiko siya eh. Ito yung bagsak eh. Oh.
And Alan Santos
There.
claiming na siya nauna na bumangga. And this right here.
Oh man.
Tapang din ni Dom Vera, nilagyan niya yung
Mukha
mukha
niya
niya
sa
dun
siko.
sa siko ni Alan. Ha?
And he was trying to sell it pa nga eh. Di ba? Na parang wala lang, the side of Alan, hindi niya ginalaw masyado yung arm na yun. Because otherwise,
And he had no intention of doing it.
Right.
Kung nakita mo,
He was talking to the ref.
he was just having an issue with the call.
Right. Pero ganun talaga yung screen ni Alan ever since kanina pa eh, no?
Yeah.
And he was really just trying to create that
Hindi
separation.
hindi din nakita ni Dom. Eh. And he immediately goes up and he bumps Alan Santos.
Refs were
I think it should be a warning for both.
right.
It should be a warning for both. I don't think it would be harsh if it's a double technical.
Yeah, agree. Kasi Alan was just talking to the officials. You know, had some.
Because there's really nothing to it.
Yeah. Tsaka you want to keep everybody in the game very early pa eh, no? Very early pa. I mean, wala namang hindi magandang nangyari
Yeah.
in that moment.
But if you want to set the tone with this,
Offensive foul, number 15, Alan Santos.
so call is
That's his
confirmed.
first technical foul on Alan Santos. Technical foul on Dom Vera. Both were unsportsmanlike behavior.
So,
second
yeah.
foul on Alan Santos.
Two quick
First
ones.
foul,
Yeah,
Dom
two quick
Vera.
ones for Alan Santos. So that's number 2 on Alan.
That surely is going to impact how Alan's going to be playing, lalo na
Yeah.
on the defensive side. You don't want him getting 3
And
quickly.
this is he's important here because to be up against Capulong and Chris Javier.
No. Kasi even in that last game, ganun rin yung naging challenge nila eh. Pag wala si Alan sa loob.
Ooh. It's a steal here. Philip Manalang waits for McCoy. Marcos at the rim. And Giab able to secure the offensive rebound. Philip got too unselfish there.
Oo. Pwede na eh, no? Pwede na niya idiretso, but he was trying to look for a pitch back. Maybe a shooter from the outside or a driver rolling in.
Marcos to Giab. Alan inside the paint. Santos, nice fake. Left-handed scoop is good. I tell you, Alan Santos with the Cowboys, this version of Alan is just so much better than what I've seen in previous seasons, Coach Mike.
Yeah, and he's pretty much engaged and committed to his role on the team. And the more that he plays this way, it's more favorable para sa Cowboys.
Gabawan. And that's off the mark para kay Jamil Gabawan. Bola babalik sa Isabela.
At saka it really gives them that needed presence inside in the middle if Alan plays this way.
This is the Gixxer great move of the game, born for greatness. Kuya A to his teammates. Alan Santos with his 4th point of the game.
Ganda na ng pagkaka-receive. Ginamitan pa ng footwork, up and under. Just a big man move from Alan.
Now it's Alan trying to feed E up against Carl Bringas. 8 seconds on the shot clock. E up. Santos mid-range jumper is good. Alan Santos, pinapaypayan ng sarili. Mainit daw siya.
He's hot. He's him.
13-5. Defense extended here. Minus got the step, a foul on McCoy.
Boy, but do you see the intensity defensively of these Cowboys? And Alan Santos was really closing out as well.
Nice pitch back para dito kay Alan Santos, and got it in rhythm as well.
And Chris Javier was really there trying to challenge that shot. Didn't think that there was a chance that shot would go in.
Darang to a cutting Bringas, blocked by Santos.
Alan Santos.
Kuya A loving it. 13-5. Manalang. Nash dribble for Manalang. No look pass to McCoy. Corner three won't go. Manalang had a shot. Kaso nakatalikod siya.
I was gonna say the same. At some point, he's got to take those shots.
Chris Javier. No good on the three. Rebound secured by Alan Santos. He's got 3 rebounds in the game. Mina. Here's McCoy Marcos. The handoff to Philip. Mina. 5 to shoot para sa Ilagan. Turns the ball over. Robbie Darang lays it in.
Well, that foot speed, really. Ibang klase yun. From 0 to 100 real quick.
Bilis ni Robbie Darang.
Oo.
Ganda rin depensa ni Dom Vera.
Agree.
That's a foul on Dom Vera, and Bataan already over the limit. That will send Alan Mina to the line.
And that's number 2 on him as well.
This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme Expa Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
Don Vera kept digging until Allen lost that ball, and Robbie Darang picked it up, and he was off to the races.
Alan Mina at the line. An excellent free throw shooter, 90% sa liga natin. Let's go to Mika Abisamis.
You guys mentioned this earlier, almost the same in all aspects ang dalawang teams na to. Sabi nga ni Coach Louie Gonzalez, sa 11 or 12 games, halos lagi silang pareho ng ending. Yung mga close games na almost but not quite. So, control and composure ang aabangan natin who will make it to the end mentally, sabi niya. Sabi ni Coach Louie, there are some guys that he hopes would make a difference today based on their super preparation, as he calls it this week. Manalang, Marcos, Mina, Giab, Galliano, Santos, and most of them already made an impact. At the end of our conversation, I asked Coach Louie this. Despite losses, do you still smell the playoffs for the Cowboys? He said, we are lucky halos lahat ng strong contenders na pagdaanan na namin. And basta consistent sa growth, the answer is yes. Yeehaw! So that's Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika. And gotta be impressed with the yeehaw.
Was that more impressive than the Bacolod thing kanina?
No, the entire report.
Oh.
Honestly. But yeah, and you know, I've spent quite some time with Coach Louie over the past few days, and alam ko kung you know, he likes the progress that he's been seeing and the response as well from Ilagan. Mahirap yung ganun talo last time,
Right.
sa Zamboanga.
Agree. I think they're in a good place considering how they competed with the top teams. So eventually things are gonna normalize and they're gonna get into a really good rhythm. And hopefully good finish para dito sa Cowboys.
And they've been, you know, they have a really solid support sa kanilang mga home games as well.
That's right.
A foul on Ramirez.
The
15-7, and he has been battling it out with Ives Sazon. Robbie Darang, Sean Kitevis, and Ryan Arenal are in the game. Darang, no good on the 3. Ramirez with a rebound. Kitevis finds Giab. Another simple finish from Josh Giab.
minsan talaga kailangan pasimplihan mo na lang no?
You cannot speed him up.
Yun na yun eh.
Darang lost it. Look at the Cowboys swarm at the risers here. Minus against Kitevis. Darang drives middle. The kick out, Bringas for 3.
Good look.
Yes.
Good look.
And Coach Louie signaling a travel on Robbie Darang on that drive. Instead, it's a 3-point shot made by Carl Bringas as the shot clock expired.
For the Risers, I would love to see. I see a 3 right here.
Nina off the mark on the 3, and
I was gonna say for the Risers, I'd love to see Minus get involved offensively.
An assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. You expect Bataan, to counter here.
Definitely. I mean, the runs are gonna be back and forth between these two teams.
Yeah, definitely. And we've seen the quality of this Bataan team. They are dangerous. Jeff Santos is in the game. Eves Sazon drives at Arenal. Eves, that's basket interference.
Yeah, that definitely. Somebody held on to that net.
Yeah. Wag kasi goaltending. Wag kasi basket. Papayok
Si Mark yata eh. Oh yeah, si Mark.
Yeah, tumama sa net yung kamay niya. That, shook the basket.
But this has been a very forceful first quarter for both
Both
teams.
teams.
Yeah, both teams.
I gotta like what you're seeing from these two teams. El Granada, Gary David, the legend,
Oo naman.
nandyan sa bench din ng Bataan. I think he won as counselor.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Dinalupian.
Basket interference that will count for Eves Sazon.
Basket interference ang tawag doon. Sometimes life gives you jokes. Try to get it across. Arenal has it. McCoy. Back to Sean Kitevis.
I love that McCoy stayed in control there.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Dyke. Dyke drives. Dyke lays it in for 2 plus the foul.
Even on the sets, we talk about daming similarities nito. Even on the sets, may mga pareho rin na sets eh.
Yeah.
This one that they run on Mark Dyke was pretty much the same thing that they run for Chris Javier, the other side of the floor.
Mark Dyke just going downhill there. Nice pick provided by Sean Kitevis. He completes the 3-point play. Mark Dyke this season, 4.7, 0.6 rebounds for Dyke. Pressure from the Cowboys. Darang trying to get it across. Yung kanyang kupunan, down by 8 at the moment. Robbie. Against Kitevis, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Darang falls down on the floor. Double dribble.
Another empty possession para dito sa Bataan Risers.
Well, if it's both ways, no? When you play Bataan or when you play Ilagan, Isabela, yung physicality.
Kailangan ready ka eh.
These two teams rely so much on their defense. Para yung kupunan. And nakita mo yun sa numero, Coach Mike, di ba?
Oo, parehong-pareho. In fact, ang isang malaking discrepancy lang is yung points in the paint, which is advantage to Bataan.
Marcos drives at the rim. Dyke
wow.
with another possible 3-point play.
And this is more like Mark Dyke's kind of game. Up and down, and takuhan. McCoy tried to get in there, didn't stick it in, pero timing yung pagkakahabol dun sa offensive rebound. At di na binaba, diretsong pataas kagad kay Mark Dyke. Good thinking on the guy.
Dyke could not complete the 3-point play. 10-point lead for Ilagan. Inside scoring, 14-6 for the Cowboys. Both teams already over the limit. Eves Sazon, they go to Chris Javier. The Risers trying to answer. Sazon for 3. No. Rebound with Arenal. 8-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Marcos trying to go downhill. Lost it, recovers. Back to Ketevis. Dyke thought about it, got the step. Dyke, atake, and Mark Dyke is on a tear in this first quarter.
Like what I said earlier, this is more like a Mark Dyke kind of game. And he loves all these movement, running, bumping, getting in the lane, finishing. And that's exactly what he's been doing. Matching up.
He is such a force, Mark Dyke, going downhill. 24-12, another chance at a three-point play for Mark Dyke. He's got 7 in the game, perfect from the field. Unable to complete the three-point play. 24-12 among ang Cowboys here in Orion.
Hubert's got to restore some order here for the Risers.
Kani. 4 seconds. Hubert. Atake si Kani. And he gets that one to drop. Good strong finish. So slippery. Hubert Kani. And just a fine finish using some English there as he went up for that layup.
And really just a good read right there. Tried to reject that screen of Chris. Using footwork to get inside the paint and finish through the rim. Ooh.
It won't count.
No, it won't.
It looks like it won't count.
Shouldn't count. Yeah,
It won't count.
it's pretty close.
Yeah. So the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys will be up a dozen at the end of the first period. And what a show of force from the visitors.
One thing that's really been done well dito is yung execution on the defensive end, which really triggered their offense. Alan Santos got in there. Eventually, Mark Dyke helped out. Makoy Marcos came in. And, you know, these guys got a lot of help from all in this first quarter.
24-12 at the end of 1. Lamang ang Ilagan. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Nandito tayo sa Orion Sports Complex in Orion, Bataan. Home record of the Risers. 2-1 so far this season. They lost to Jensan in Balanga. They beat Muntinlupa here in overtime and also prevailed over Bulacan dito sa Orion. Second quarter underway. Hubert Cani, Jeff Santos, Chris Javier, Ives Sazon, and William Bing ang 5 for the Bataan Risers. 58% shooting para dito sa Ilagan in the first quarter. 35% for Bataan.
And so far, this man defense has caused problems for the Risers. They're guys that's supposed to break down that primary defender. Really can't beat these defending Cowboys. And Hubert Cani, like what I said earlier, got to play a big role of settling down the troops of the Risers, come up more consistent and more comfortable offensively.
Javier over Dyke. Really patient there from Chris Javier. And he gets Dyke a too small celebration.
But you know, eventually Chris is gonna, go in there and start making his mark. And rightfully so at the start of the second, because you want to start this quarter real strong for the Risers. Boy, the reps.
Oo. He was very patient. Extremely patient, Chris Javier. Got to his spot. I can't believe when you're down by 10, you can actually do that. Huh?
Feel good naman. Feel good siya.
Tama. McCoy misses from close range and Chris Javier tips it in with help from Mark Dyke, who's got 9 points.
Oh, yeah.
So that is credited to Mark Dyke.
That was a strong move though by McCoy. Fortunately, got tipped in by Chris. Chris wants this back.
Yeah, against Arenal this time. Chris, the turnaround, and that's good. Inapiran niya pa si Alan Santos on the way back. Nice little gesture there between the two players. That's a foul on Yambing. Referee Mike Kinay is on his game tonight.
Yeah, he's on. Understanding the physicality of this game.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Nice little touch there, galing kay Chris Javier. Dyke again. Mintis. Sumabit si Arenal, and a foul on Ryan Arenal against while Ibesaso was going for that rebound.
Medyo may konting mind games pa nga yung poste ni Chris Javier kanina. Fade away, baseline side. Akala nyo going middle yan. Hindi, dito pa rin tayo. Baseline side tayo. So he's 2 out of 2 on that move.
Yeah, great minutes provided here by the second unit. Dyke and Arenal. And
Definitely.
Ketevis and Ramirez. So now, Santos, Mina, Giab, Manalang are back on the floor. McCoy has stayed on. Hubert Cani up against Philip Manalang. Santos, 8 seconds to work with. Jeff, ang gagawin niya dito, pulls up for 3, too strong. Magawan sa rebound, it's with Chris Javier, but the shot clock expires on Bataan.
Ball didn't hit the rim, and so nag-expire yun. Pero Chris Javier right now is gonna have his hands full. He's got Alan Santos now on him.
What is Ilagan doing right at the moment, Coach Mike?
Well, I think playing to their pace. Defensively, yung pressure na binibigay nila, and a lot of ball and man movement. 3 on its way, and it's good.
McCoy Marcos extends the lead to 13, 29-16. A little over 7 minutes to play here. They go backdoor. Sazon is there underneath, well defended by Mina. McCoy grabs the board.
And every Cowboy, to my observation, has kept in pace. Another 3.
Almost got that one to go in. And look at Giab winning the rebound battle against 3 players. Manalang, 7 seconds to shoot. Philip misses the layup.
I thought he had a shot.
Kani. Oh, now you see me, now you don't. Hubert Kani gets the layup to drop, and maybe something that Bataan can rally on. That shot galing kay Hubert Kani.
I'm seeing heads nod after that move by Hubert Kani.
McCoy drives, travel.
Well, he went in there.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X-Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere, and he took Giab everywhere there before laying it in.
Oh, grabe. Well, Giab thought he was going to finish going right, but just that spin off that move with a left-hand finish by Hubert Kani. Really classic Hubert right there.
And J.R. Olegario is in the game for this matchup against Robbie Darang.
One thing that cannot happen though if you're Bataan is, to relax against this very intense pressure of Ilagan. You gotta match it. Ito maganda na matchup to.
No, pero there's also a size advantage for Yambing on Manalang.
Agree.
Tapulong back on the floor with 2 fouls. JL inside. He scores against Alan Santos.
I thought that was a good move. Understanding Alan's got 2. And you gotta attack that big man right there. Tried to go middle, help coming in. He dug deep, spun baseline, made that basket. Working on the big man. A lot of footwork too. Staying in control, that was an important part of it.
JL Kapulong returns to the floor and scores immediately, trimming the deficit to 9. 6:40 remaining here in the second period. Bataan's next 3 games are against Rizal on May 27, June 5 against Pasay, and June 12 against the Quezon City Galleries Taipan.
Interesting series of next game for the Risers. Now they go on a 1-2-2 zone here.
Double foul on Olegario and Yambing.
I don't know about that. Bilis rin eh, ng pangyayari.
It's a double foul. Okay. Nine-point game. Giab. Now with Manalang. Philip sees a gap. The kick out. Mina releases it to Olegario. Travel on JR.
Yeah, good defense by Dante Pagio right there. Closing out on Alan Mina, making him second guess his decision. And once he released that over to JR Olegario, off rhythm na yung offense.
Galliano is set to check in. Josh Galliano for the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Jamil. Nabantay ni Giab. Na handoff to Dante Pagio. Pagio drives. Bigay kay Kapulong. Santos staying in step. Kapulong. Ooh! There's a foul on Alan Santos. 2 free throws coming up for JL Kapulong. And Dave Ando has been called from the bench. Tatlo na si Alan Santos. And see how crucial the technical was?
I agree. I was about to say that Alan's got to watch it because even before that, he was closely engaged with Kapulong on that right side of the floor before he even went left to try and drive.
This is actually a big lineup para dito sa Bataan.
Yeah.
They put in Galliano right here para sa Ilagan. Free throw of the game brought to you by Shea Appliances and Subok at Completo Appliances brand of Pilipinas. The Bataan roster is quite deep as well, no?
Oh.
Coach Mike.
Saka ano rin eh, lengthy players din eh. Pagio and Yambing right there. Smallest guy would be Robbie.
Inside, Ando push shot. Yes. Working well against the zone there, the Cowboys.
Well executed play. Couple of guys doing some kind of elevator-like screens to open up that lane for Ando.
And pressure from Olegario forcing the turnover. Yes, this is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Love that pass by Philip Manalang though, right on the money.
No, Gallian at Skiab who lost the handle. Yambing able to recover. Off-balance shot is good para kay William Bing. It's a 7-point lead na lang for Ilagan from as high as 13. Olegario. Skiab, Galliano drives baseline. Hinahanap si JR. That's a 3. No. Rebound ni Kapulong. Takbo ang Bataan. Pagio. Against Ando, a foul on Dave Ando as Pagio went up for that layup.
I think they're gonna challenge this.
is the turnover from the Cowboys. Oligario actually just trying to push Gabawan out of the way. Gusto niya batayin si Yamping.
Oo. Gusto niya solo makuha eh.
May challenge dito. And Coach Louie on that foul on Dave Ando. And we will be right back.
The challenge of Ilagan Isabela was successful. There was no foul.
It's a successful challenge for Coach Louie Gonzalez. So a clean block by Dave Ando there.
All ball.
So Bataan is saying there's contact down low. But nonetheless, it is a block and 18 seconds and shot clock. Dito. Another giveaway. Robbie Darang, that's 2 turnovers by Robbie Darang here in the second quarter.
Both teams already with 8 turnovers and we're only in the first half. Nakita mo talaga yung pressure ng depensa ng bawat isa.
Diin na diin ang laro.
Oo.
You can't hide from this game. Manalang jumper. No. Rebound ni Kapulong. Baguio running the floor again, and this time he lays it in.
Strong finish by Baguio.
5-point game. Nakakabalik na dito yung Risers. They've been getting a lot of stops with this zone. Oligario got the step, the runner from JR. He was levitating.
Agree. Weak side corner fill. Once he got that, it swung that ball over to that side. Little shot fake. A couple of dribbles to that attack, finishing with a glass. Mas komportable si Oligario sa ganung finish.
Nice little hang time there galing kay JR Oligario.
A big man close out talagang naiiwan.
Parang Jordan, labas ang dila. There's a foul on Dave Ando. Kapulong is at the line. Nails the first free throw. Ako, happy ako dito sa tuloy-tuloy na pag-develop ni JL Kapulong.
Oo.
And because of that, binati ko na mintis sa free throw tuloy. Oh!
Rebound, recovered, put back quick. Ang ganda ng pagkakabalik na yan ni JR.
JL.
JL.
Galliano, Oligario,
Same thing.
shoots, hits the side of the board. Oligario against the Giants. That won't go. Tapik, napunta kay Kani. Hubert. Kani, the push shot, no. Galliano with the rebound. Bigay kay Manalang. Here comes Philip. Oligario is open. The extra pass to Josh Galliano. He'll fire. Yes! And that's a much-needed basket para kay Josh Galliano, who has struggled big time this season with Ilagan.
And 2 guys passed up a shot. Philip Manalang and JR Oligario just to allow that finish by Galliano. Mismatch right here in the middle.
Travel on Kani.
Well, only because Oligario pulled that chair. Walang nasandalan si Hubert Kani.
He was looking for contact.
Oo.
36-29. Let's see what happened here. Travel to. Manalang. Drives baseline. Galliano pulls up. Jumper, no good. Yambing flying high for the rebound. Bigay kay Pagyo. Trying to go. Ball is loose. Naagaw. Another turnover. That's 9 on Bataan. Manalang too strong on the layup. And a foul on that's on Galliano, I believe. He will send Gabawan to the line. Was there extra motion? A little spicy here in the first half.
Oh, that's a travel. I thought Gabawan lifted his pivot foot.
But the call on the floor is a foul.
Yeah.
Ayan, tinitingnan ng ating game officials dito.
First foul on Josh Galliano. Penalty.
So Gabawan will get 2 free throws.
Ito yung larong hindi ka pwedeng bumigay no? Talagang pag bumigay ka, iwan ka. These guys are playing with a lot of intensity.
Parang playoffs.
Oh. Which is to the fans' liking, of course.
Yeah, syempre.
You love
Even to
compete.
us.
Oh yeah, you love to compete.
Medyo late lang tayo makakauwi, pero okay lang.
Basta ba? Oo nga naman.
36-29. Gabawan, 6 points and 8 rebounds a game. Mark Dyke, who had a spectacular first quarter, is back in the game. Replacing Dave Ando.
Oh, he was big in that first quarter run.
Minus Gabawan, Kapulong, Vera, and Kani. Ang 5 for Bataan. Mina, Olegario, Manalang, Giab, and Dyke for Ilagan. Allen. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Another turnover. That's 9 on the Cowboys.
Masyadong tight yung angle ng pass. I couldn't get to that pocket pass.
Kapulong. In position against Giab. Naglaban. Kapulong. Masyadong malalim. Naagaw ni Mina. That's turnover number 11 for Bataan. Olegario with a drive. And a finish from J.R. Olegario.
My God. And he's loving it.
Yeah. Everywhere he goes.
Oh.
Bagsak si J.R. Vera. That's a flop according to our referees on J.R. But Alan Mina on the challenge on Dom Vera. Here we go right here. J.R. Olegario, ball in his hands. Crossover.
Oh.
And suabe finish.
Humihingi pa nga siya ng screen no? Since dito matay, sige, reject na lang natin yan. Punta tayo sa lane side. That was a faking a foul on JR.
Yeah. Well, JR made the most out of that. And on the challenge on by Alan Mina, Dom Vera had a technical earlier
Yes. With Alan Santos.
with Alan Santos, and you know they have to check this. And may dugo.
Oh, yeah, and Don Vera, he too has to watch it because
Yeah.
he's needed by the risers on the floor.
Yeah. There was a foul on Alan Mina.
There's blood.
Technical foul on Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. for improper bench decorum, second infraction.
So technical on the Cowboys bench.
Warning on One Bataan Risers Kamaya Coast for improper bench decorum.
And a warning as well on Bataan.
So there'll be free throws here.
For Dong Vera, this would be for the technical. Kita ko yung gusto makita na hinahanap ng Ilagan eh, yung tama after the shot.
Right.
But nonetheless, we continue with a minute and 25 remaining. Dong Vera. So the technical on JR and the technical on the bench. So
Then we inbound.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Vera to Gabawan. Olegario fighting for position against Vera. Hubert Kani pulls up. That's short, minus with the rebound. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Bataan. Mitchell with the in and out dribble. Mitchell, what a finish! What a finish! And I thought I was watching Dr. J right there. The in and out dribble right here. Minus gets deep and adjusts, contorts, and just lays it in with some English. What a spectacular move from Mitchell Minus.
Dr. J-like, if you ask me.
38-33, timeout ang Ilagan. A big week for the Cowboys. They face Quezon on May 24 and then a long break. And they resume on June 9 against the Manila Batang Quiapo, and on June 17, yung Mindoro ang makakalaban nila. Olegario. Back to McCoy Marcos. McCoy, jumper, short. Rebound ni Mitchell Minus. Bataan trying to inch closer here. Down by 13 earlier. They've done pretty well to close in at 5 points in this game. De Vera gives up the foul after the turnover.
Nasa third on Dom. Kasi sabi natin kanina, kailangan mag-iingat siya, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, both teams would want to keep everybody in this match until the final buzzer.
This is going to be a dogfight, I tell you.
Right.
38-33. Sean Kitevis to Dyke. Now with Manalang. Giab. Dyke is there. Dyke, the turnaround. It's short. Kitevis with the rebound. Pulls up. Yes, SQ. First basket of the game. Kani rushing. McCoy is there. Hubert misses. And that will do it for our first half. What a battle between these two teams in the first half here in Orion. And if you had fun in the first half, wait till you get to the second half. Abangan nyo yan. Sean Quiteves gets his first basket of the game. And the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys have a 7-point lead against the Bataan Risers.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. That is the most spectacular one-punch shot of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he touches it and goes down again. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Colo in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he punches straight left hand. And there's the punching mouth. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hands. This is why we use the word sensation. De La Hoyas. That is the most spectacular one-punch set of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he finds the straight left hand. And there's the punching bell. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hands. This is why we use the word sensation.
Back inside the Orion Sports Complex in Orion, Bataan. The Ilagan Isabela Cowboys with a 7-point lead against the Bataan Risers in this North Division matchup. And sabi ko, Coach Mike, pinag-uusapan natin, may salamin ba tayo nakikita? Baka nakikita ng kabilang team yung sarili nila sa kabilang side.
Oo nga, parang mini-mirror lang nung isa yung bawat yung kabila no? Halos very similar style of play. I guess the only difference na may konting separation pagdating sa assist tsaka sa bench points, and I feel hindi ganun ka-significant rin yung difference na yun. Well, the assist really because of Ilagan moving that ball, a lot of finding the open man, and late na rin pumasok yung mga assist para dito sa Bataan
Yeah, and interesting, Bataan has 11 players scoring in that first half. Ilagan has 9 players scoring in that first half. But what a move this was
No, man.
from Mitchell Minus. Put that in the top 10 place, please. Could be number 1. Early candidate for a top play.
I know. That move was ibang klase.
Everyone was on their feet after that move. And Mark Dyke, leading scorer, off the bench, 9 points. Kuya A, Alan Santos has 6. Makoy Marcos and Alan Mina with 5 apiece. On the other end, JL Capulo with 9. Vera and Javier were the next best scorers with 4 apiece. And expect the best Sazon to get going here in the second half as well for Bataan. Philip Manalang, bagsak si Makoy. Foul away from the ball.
Very early, very first possession in the third quarter.
Let's see what happened here. Right on the chin.
Yeah.
But contact above the shoulder, so it is an unsportsmanlike foul on Yves Sazon after the review.
McCoy Marcos was trying to get to the other side of the floor, pero inunahan siya, tinapside siya, and so he went back door and then got hit.
No complaints. Didn't look like
Oo.
hindi naman iba yung mukha nila, Coach Ogie and Coach Goody. And McCoy was a plus 14 in the first half. McCoy Marcos. That's the best in the team. Boss Simon Mangio and Boss Joey Fournier and Cap Ans Robles in that Ilagan bench. 41-33.
Don't you just love it when the owners travel with the team, you know? Yung mga
Well,
big support.
Speaking of the owners of Ilagan, nandun pa sila sa Ilagan ngayon. Sila,
Okay.
Boss J.O. Diaz, Mayor J. Diaz, of course, Vice Mayor Jabe Diaz, board member Doc E.J. Diaz. They're all in Ilagan. Boss Ricky lagi as well. Siyempre, nanonood lagi yan. It's a watch party every time the Cowboys are in action dito sa MPBL. Ganda ng suporta doon.
Oh, talaga?
Yes, always.
On the Capitol?
In the Diaz home.
Oh, on the Diaz home, alright. Ooh.
Chris Javier, Minus with the athletic rebound, and it puts it back in.
That's the minus that the Risers are gonna need. And you got him off with that really spectacular layup shot earlier, and you know, really good rhythm here for Mitch.
Alan Santos. Makoy Marcos, that's a 3. That's off the mark. Darang ahead to Maines. And he prevents the 3-point play opportunity, pero 2 free throws coming up para kay Mitchell Maines.
And you like this combo of players on the floor right now for the Risers. Pretty much,
Me too.
oh yeah, may scorers, no? May defenders. And you've got athletics too.
And at the 3, Mitchell Maines can really exploit that advantage against Makoy Marcos
Great.
with his size.
Pesky defender, rebounder in Jamil. And a perimeter guy that can shoot the non-paint twos in Chris Javier.
41-37. Maines has come alive here. 6 points and 4 rebounds. 4-point lead for the Cowboys. Alan Mina. Now they get the switch. Gabawan on him. Darang expecting the pass. It will stay. Will it stay with Ilagan? Looked like Darang got a touch.
Right.
So ayaw ng sabi ng mga players ng Bataan, that's not challenge.
Oo,
3
kasi
seconds na lang din ang shot clock dito, Coach Mike. Travel on Kuya A. Alan Santos.
Nagmadali.
No, 3 seconds in the shot
Oo,
clock.
3
So wala
seconds na
talagang
lang.
choice.
But they had that look on Alan Mina on a pitch back. Didn't get to it.
12 turnovers for Bataan, 10 for Ilagan.
Wide pin down for Jamil. For Ives.
Sazon drives. Basket and 1. Para kay Ives Sazon.
And Coach Ogie loves running that wide pin down for Ives Sazon as he tries to rise up, rejects that screen, goes to the inside, and finishes with that basket of a leaner.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
So eventually, ano na yan eh. Foot race na yun pababa.
Hindi na kompleto ang 3-point play. Lane violation and minus. 41-39. It's down to 2 on namang ng Ilagan from as high as 13. Bataan has never led in this game. Joshua Ramirez has entered the game. Ramirez fires a 3. Off target. A chance to take the lead here for Bataan with a 3 or tie the game with a 2. Robbie Darang. Sazon drives. Sazon lays it in.
Same play. This time it wasn't a wide pin down, it was a stagger downhill, allowing Ives to catch that ball on that ball reversal and attack that lane side.
Second deadlock of the game. Good start in the second half. Giab. A little Pinoy step there from Josh Giab.
And both teams actually using players that can go downhill and finish.
Now they've been going for high percentage looks in this game, and Bataan only took 7 3-pointers in that first half. Same with Ilagan.
And right now, based on the early looks of both these teams, they're going more for high percentage shots, a lot of paint touches.
Giab at 19 against Zamboanga, 6 rebounds and 3 assists, 2 steals. Former JRU heavy bomber. Split at the line para kay Josh Giab. Alan Santos goes back to the bench. Balik na si Mark Dyke, who has 9 points so far in this game. Full court press. Maines will bring the ball down against Makoy Marcos.
He wants that clear.
Maines crossover, spin. That is off Gabawan. It's a jump ball.
Mark Dyke still down.
That's off the foot of Gabawan. Masyado matibilis yung pangyayari.
May mga bagay talagang mabilis ang pangyayari.
Yes, that's a good case for a jump ball right there.
Yeah.
42 to 41. Bataan trying to go for their first lead of the game. 5 to shoot. Darang has yet to get going. Robbie,
Yeah.
swipe. It's a shot clock violation.
I felt
The Risers.
Yeah, I felt that was good defense by Quintevis right there. Didn't allow that short roll by Jabil Gabawan after that step-up screen.
Here's Quintevis. Now McCoy Marcos. Giab. Quintevis fires a three. Good! Sean Quintevis.
Well-executed play.
45 to 41. Quintevis on Darang now. That's an offensive foul on Minus. So it's turnovers hurting Bataan here. Back-to-back turnovers. There's Quintevis right there in the catch and shoot. Nothing but bottom para kay SQ.
Ito yun yung tumama. But that was good execution by Ilagan on that pinch action. Didn't have it and went to that weave, eventually ending with that corner three.
Ramirez shoots, misses. Dyke the kick out. SQ for three, short again. Ramirez for the offensive rebound. Labas kay McCoy. McCoy fires. Yes! And the threes are going in for Ilagan. That's back-to-back. Quintevis and Marcos to bring the lead back to 7.
And as everyone was concentrated on defending that paint, Ilagan, has other things in mind. We're going to go to our shooters and spray it out to them, allow them to make these shots.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Bataan calls timeout, down by 7. That's our fan of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Magandang gabi sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Mga taga Bataan, mga taga Ilagan, Isabela. Gandang laban po tayo ngayon.
Bataan is always a nice venue for our games, no?
Yeah. They go down low. Javier. A good pass from Minez and a nice finish galing kay Chris Javier using the left hand.
Yeah, but quick thinking by Chris as well. Understanding he got fronted, he topside me, I'm gonna go back door.
Marcos.
Tight.
Masyado masikip doon, but 8 seconds in the shot clock. Last touch ng Bataan. This is the assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Binihitan lang yung fronted dun ni Chris Javier with that finish.
Marcos misses the back shot, and here comes Bataan. Ooh, Minez. That's an offensive foul. 2 of our referees could be upgraded because they're going to check it.
In and out.
Little in and out dribble.
Oh,
Yun,
yeah.
sapul.
There.
That elbow was extended. Ooh. Dalawang beses na tinamaan si Makoy dito sa ating
Oo.
third quarter. First was Vera earlier.
Right.
Now it's Mitchell Minus.
That was a tough hit.
48 to 43. Yan, upgraded into a sportsman-like foul. And McCoy Marcos has to walk to the free throw line.
Upon review, it was a sportsman-like foul. Number 45, Mitchell Minus,
He's gonna shake it off.
for swinging of the elbow.
Sportsman-like foul on Mitchell Minus.
Second.
That's his second in the game. McCoy puts it in. One for two para kay McCoy Marcos. And since marami tayong lull dito, no? Congratulate ko na yung Letran basketball team. They are the alumni champs. Willie Miller, Mac Andaya, Brian Paundo, Boyet Bautista, Papi, Boom, Labrusca, and of course, the youngest player in the team, Kaiser Galvez. Congratulations. Kate Tevis with a fadeaway. Beautiful stroke from SQ. The lead is up to 8, 51 to 43.
Important for the Risers to respond. Oh, that's a travel.
That's a
right.
travel.
That's a travel.
Kahit yung tropa natin si Drin Lahera,
Oh, napatayo.
napatawag ng travel din eh. Kahit hindi siya kasama ha.
Bigyan ng LGR yan.
5:22 left. And Bataan, 16 turnovers tonight. Coach Mike.
Yeah, and that's the one that's hurting them so far. Kanina, hindi masyadong malayo yung separation. Now, that's a +8 in favor
Plus
for
six.
Ilagan. +6 rather for Ilagan.
Marcos drives, layup fouled. 2 free throws coming up for McCoy.
And Ilagan doing the right thing, understanding game situation. Bataan's already in penalty. You've got dribble penetrators on the floor. And if you have a chance, you see an open lane, go attack it and expect there'll be contact. Be ready for it and finish strong.
And it looks like Sean Bautista is coming in for McCoy Marcos. And McCoy sinks the first free throw. It's Art De La Cruz recovering from a hamstring injury. 8 of 13 for Ilagan at the line. McCoy with another split. And that's a tough break. That's a tough break.
Right.
If you're Bataan, you got 2 blue shirts there trying to secure the offensive rebound. It ends up as an out of bounds. Bola pa ng mga nakaputi.
So that's another turnover.
Here's Giap. Ramirez fires a 3. No. Keteves with the offensive rebound.
Mintis yung mga threes pero lahat good line no? Para
Yeah.
dito sa Ilagan.
Ramirez. Keteves. Giap launches. That's over the top.
That was a good shot. Good ball swing. They tried to attack, they skipped it, they swung it. Really just couldn't make it in. Pero again, another good line 3 para dito sa Ilagan.
Robbie Darang returns for Hubert Cani. Pressure again from the Cowboys. Can they get through the press? Bataan. Their best ball handlers on the floor. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Robbie Darang. Attacking ni Robbie. Gets in the lane. The right-handed shot. No good. Sean Bautista collects the rebound. Keteves to Ramirez. Back to Keteves. Now with Dyke. Bautista. Keteves. Corner 3. Air balls this time. Air balls the shot.
Good pass.
Inside, Javier in trouble. It's a foul. on Dyke, I believe. Napa sa penalty ang Ilagan.
That was a good pass by Yambing over to Chris. That was literally one-on-one inside the paint, with Chris having height advantage.
Galliano returns for Joshua Ramirez. It looks like Ryan Arenal is also coming back in for Josh Giab. Baseline inbound for Bataan.
Wow.
It's in a 5-second violation.
Yes, it's a 5-second. I was gonna say that this is a defensive 5 para sa Ilagan, and right off the bat, they call that 5-second violation.
Galliano and Yambing, parehong hairstyle. Pareho din ng numero.
Oo nga, no?
Bautista gets it to Dyke against Capulong. Galliano, crossover, Josh in the lane, the kick out. Giteves puts the ball on the deck. Turnaround shot, Giteves no good. A little out of sorts there, SQ. May tumama sa ring. Shot clock violation.
May tira na sana siya doon sa free kanina eh.
Robbie Darang. William Bing. Capulong up against Arenal. A swipe by Arenal, pero it will stay with Bataan.
They've been doing that back pick to a shuffle cut. Speaking of Bataan Risers, but they've never looked at that option.
Javier Bautista is there. Those long hands of Giteves intercepting the pass. Another turnover. 17 now.
Wow.
Bautista. Gets it to Dyke. He steps out to the three-point line. That won't go. Galliano powers through. And it's a foul on Santos.
Oh, man.
Every possession is hard-earned sa larong to.
Oo, agree.
And not just from Ilagan.
Both sides.
Pati dito sa kabila. Sa Bataan.
Hindi ka rin madali makakashoot.
Pareho.
Sa loob. Wala kahit kaninang team.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Untis a free throw ni Galliano. They are 8 of 15 at the line. 0 for 2, Galliano. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Oh, no.
Darang gets away and a foul on Galliano. And Sean Bautista immediately acknowledging as Darang turns on the Jets on that drive.
Feeling ko sa bilis nito, makakahabulan dito si JC lang yata eh, no? Pareho pang kaliwet eh.
Now there's Philip Manalang there.
Oh, yeah.
No, mabilis din. What a game from Robbie Darang. 11 of his 16 in that final period against Pasig. They fell short though. Oh, 0 for 2 as well.
Gonna need those to go in.
Absolutely. Here's Giteves. The kick out to Bautista. He'll fire. No. Rebound ni Santos. Go back to Darang. 62 to 43. Offensive foul on Octubre. It's another giveaway. 18 turnovers.
These situations you wouldn't want if you're the risers. You've been empty in some possessions already.
Giteves gets a breather. Balik si Philip Manalang. Arenal. Back to Manalang. Here's Galliano. Bautista. Lost the handle. It ends up with Capulong. Ahead to Darang, and Robbie Darang will finish.
There's not much you can do in that situation. Best chance for Josh was to try and stay in front, pero he got beat.
2-minute mark ng ating third quarter. Galliano attacks, pulls back, takes the jumper, and knocks it down. And Josh Galliano with 5 points tonight. Back to a 9-point lead. Another turnover. It counts as a turnover, right?
Right.
Offensive foul. That's
She-
19th turnover. Check out the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig free installation for split type air conditioners. Robbie Darang with the finish. 54-45. Mabagal kasi yung update dito sa stats natin.
Oo nga.
Let's look at the connection here.
Couldn't get to that corner.
Galliano thought about it. Lumapit si Josh. The push shot won't go. Arenal underneath. And they get the stop. Bataan. Rafi Octubre running the floor. Quick hands by Manalang. That's last touch on a Cowboy. Looks like it will be Galliano there. Minute and 12 seconds remaining in the third. 19 seconds sa shot clock. Robbie Darang. Rafi Octubre to the corner. Santos, a foul on Manalang.
Phillips just didn't touch him.
A foul while taking the three. And there's a challenge. May challenge pa. Yes.
Yeah. Ang hirap maglaro dito sa game na to.
Yes.
Grabe yung energy.
Sila nga, hirap maglaro. Ako hirap mag-cover. Alam niyo na bakit sila na nahihirapan? Tayo din naman
Pinagpapawisan na rin tayo
Oo.
dito, no?
It's a coach's challenge for the Cowboys. We'll be right back.
The challenge made by Ilagan Isabela was successful. There was no foul. The ball
Another successful challenge for Coach Louie. Let's check out what happened here. Well, it was in between Santos, so walang contact.
Walang contact talaga.
The cut from Bing and the foul. It's a good hard cut galing kay William Bing.
Lalo dun na nasa weak side si JR Oligario. And so, well-timed baseline out of bounds too. Pero importante dito sa Bataan, magkaroon ng, parang successive na good execution offensively. They're getting stops but they're not, converting.
The problem is, yeah, they've been getting stops but natitigil ang momentum nila kasi sa turnover.
Yeah. Yung mga offensive fouls.
2 for 2 for William Bing.
And I'd like to think itong Bataan Risers, rhythm team rin to,
Yes.
no? Success, scoring streaks help them a lot.
And I like the way this team has been composed here. Pass was too strong para kay Arenal. Turnover number 13 for Ilagan.
Now it's because of Robbie Darang's defense, right? They're not making it any easier for Philip.
7-point game. Foul on Arenal. That will send Kapulong to the line.
Almost every contact may tawag na ngayon. And both teams already in penalty. Free throw wise, hindi rin nagkakalayo yung percentage, no?
Yeah. Kapulong sinks the first free throw. He's into double figures. JL Kapulong. Leading scorer here so far for the One Bataan Risers.
Got 10.
2 for 2. A lot of confidence there in those foul shots. Manalang trying to beat the press. Galliano. Tugia back to Olegario. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Galliano. Manalang. Philip drives. Oh, what a move. Philip Manalang makes the adjustment in midair. 7-point lead for the Cowboys. Darang with Olegario all over him. Robbie drives.
Oh, that's a push.
A foul on JR Olegario. And here's the move from Robbie Manalang right here, making the adjustment, seeing the gap. Getting the 2 points.
Ganda rin ang seal screen niya, ni Arenal, eh. You're telling him, come in here, I'm gonna screen on you.
Let's see what the call here is. I think a possible goaltend. Could be a 3-point play opportunity para dito kay Robbie Darang.
Pumasok yung layup.
No.
May goaltend.
Na-block,
May
na-block
ano,
ni
may
Josh Galliano sa taas.
Foul on
Only
number
2 free- so
1,
2 free
JR
throws.
Olegario. Penalty for foul on JR Olegario.
Clearly a push by JR Olegario after he got beat. He was pressing si Robbie Darang from way at the half court.
Matapang din si JR eh.
Oh.
Nakakatakot yun na kasi isang galaw lang ni Robbie, pwede kang iwan.
Yeah. Tsaka si Robbie, hindi mo pwedeng masyadong tikitan kasi
Kaya nga.
yung reaction niya, ang bilis eh.
Darang knocks down the first free throw. Score is 56-50. 6 seconds remaining in the third. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Philip. Manalang with a runner. Oh, sayang. Got that one before time expired. Unable to convert though. But 3 quarters down here in Orion. Check out the highlights of the game brought to you by SIP Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. It was a hard-fought third quarter, similar to the first half. And it ends with Ilagan still in control.
Yeah, and different guys really stepping up. Early in the third quarter, it was Ives Sason with a couple of drives to the middle. And then other guys started stepping up. So we are right now at a 56 and 51, a 5-point lead. Still for Ilagan heading to the fourth.
That's our Gixxer fan of the game, born for greatness. Thank you everyone for staying with us dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. On this Monday evening, what a start to the week.
Oh, yeah.
Buti na lang, work from home ang aking kasama. Coach Mike Perez.
Oh, my goodness.
Natawa ka na.
Oh, eh, the fans are really trying to get involved in the game as well.
Fourth quarter underway.
May curious akong tanong mamaya na.
Mamaya na. Quarter scoring muna tayo. 24-12 in the first, 16-21 in the second. And Bataan finally also getting the third quarter. Sorry about that. So, kaya 5 lang yung lamang na lang ng Ilagan.
Oo, dikit pa rin talaga eh.
Kapulong against Arenal. Kapulong! Well, Arenal gave him some space there. Nung naghahanap ng contact, ito si JL Kapulong.
Yeah. And again, they went to that back step up screen for a shuffle cut for the wing guy. A lot of times for Bataan Risers, hindi tumatama yung screen eh.
And Kapulong sinks the first free throw. They're so much better at the line in this game. Ito si JL Kapulong. 12 points now for him. He is 6 of 7. Make that 7 of 8 for JL Kapulong for 13 points. 3-point lead for the Cowboys. Makoy Marcos, Philip Manalang, JR Olegario, Josh Giab, and Alan Santos. The 5 on the floor for Ilagan. Jeff Santos, Jamil Gabawan, William Bing, Robbie Darang, and JL Kapulong for the Bataan Risers. Giab. Binigay kay Makoy. Marcos drives. There's a foul. 2 free throws coming up para kay Makoy Marcos. He's got 11 points in the game, Makoy Marcos. Leading scorer for the Cowboys. He's shooting just 25% on the floor. One of 8 on 2s. Pero he's been on attack mode. Ito si Makoy Marcos.
Yeah. I actually love him doing that, which is practically how he plays. And you can't veer away from that. Because it brings you a lot of good stuff. And these points that he's gotten is really because he's been active offensively.
The free throws, though, missed. He's 3 of 8 at the line. Makoy Marcos. Chance for Bataan to tie the game with a 3. Kapulong. One-hander from JL. He puts it in. Crowd coming alive. 56 to 55. 15 puntos na para kay JL Kapulong.
Tinaga rin ng Bataan Risers.
It's a 9-2 run. JL Kapulong right there. Iniwasan ng double team. He's got the touch tonight. No sign of Alan Mina, Coach Mike.
Oh yeah, after that, what? I think his slip got
Tamaan.
tamaan kanina, yeah.
Robbie Darang got too close to Sean Catevis.
Yeah. And you see Coach Mixon was actually telling Ramirez, you know, you gotta time your pass. There has to be that level of separation between
Oo, medyo may distansya ka.
may distansya bago mo ipasa.
Marcos, 8 seconds to work with. Ramirez off the elevator. 3-pointer, no good. A chance for Bataan to take the lead.
This gym is loud.
Absolutely. Ramirez is 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. They go back to Kapulong against Alan Santos. 8 seconds to work with. The handoff to Darang. Robbie drives. Finds Santos. Has to fire. No. Rebound. Catevis. Ramirez 2-on-1. Giab right there. The shot fake. Giab is fouled by Gabawan. And they want to challenge it.
Looked like Josh was trying to fish for a foul before taking that shot.
Yellow light is on.
Medyo mabagal din yung pasa papunta kay Josh kanina, no?
Oo, ay masyadong palobo.
Palobo, yeah.
They could have attacked it, could have taken a couple of dribbles maybe.
All right.
They'll be right back for the result of this challenge.
The challenge of One Bataan Risers Camayo Coast was successful.
Successful challenge for Bataan, and that announcement is greeted by cheers from the crowd here inside the Orion Sports Complex.
Oh, yeah.
Marginal contact there.
Agree.
Ang bola ng Ilagan dito. Keteves pulls up the jumper. Good para kay SQ. A career high 9 points para kay Sean Keteves. He's given Ilagan a lift here with his offense.
Well executed play of a baseline out of bounds. Looking to screen the middle guy and allow that wing guy to go to the short corner and score.
Darang finds Maines. Maines attacks. And a jump ball. It doesn't look like may challenge pa dito. There's the jumper from Keteves, and a much better arc on that shot para kay Sean Keteves. Meanwhile, let's go to Mika Abisan.
Sabi ni SQ, I like how we are all here to foster our culture. Everybody is just locked in serving one another. He remembers just walking in the Blue Eagle gym to try out for Team Biha and ended as a captain and a champ. He hopes to get the same experience here with the Cowboys through collective effort. By the way, bukod sa basketball, he's been doing a lot of golf, hoping to improve his driver. Maybe with your help daw, Busted Elf?
Ha?
Tingin ko pwede.
Yun din ang problema ko eh, driver eh. But truly, Sean Keteves, high character, high IQ player para dito sa Ilagan. Darang misfires on the 3, rebound ni Kapulong, and Keteves comes up with a steal. Giab, Alan Mina is back on the floor.
Oh, I thought they got numbers, didn't attack quick.
Sean Keteves, 58-55. Mina. Allen pulls up. The jumper is short. Called off the bench, Alan Mina. Robbie. Kapulong. Shot clock down to 12. Maines. Mitchell Maines with a drive, no good on the finish. Joshua Ramirez gets it across.
And look at Sean wanting that ball.
Alan Santos now with Mina. Ramirez, Santos. They go to Giab down low and a foul on Gabawan. Ganda rin ang timing ng pasa dun sa ilalim.
That was the right pass by Alan Santos. You know, immediately once he saw that seal by Josh, tried to get it to him quickly.
A terrific game here in Orion. We'll take a break. 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Ilagan up by 3 against Bataan. Olegario and Robbie Darang. Our matchup update. Olegario with 4 points so far. Robbie 6 in the game. Does have 5 assists. Joshua Ramirez. Mina. Walang nalibre doon. Alan Santos trying to go to Giap. He turns the ball over and a foul on Alan Santos. Only the second team foul.
And the coaching staff of Ilagan right now talking to Ramirez about reads on situations.
Hindi pwede mag-second guess na
Agree.
gagawin dito.
You have to be very intentional with your reads.
Alan Santos, a combination of a technical and an unsportsmanlike foul. So it's just a regular foul.
Well, number 15, Alan Santos, is fourth
Pang-apat na yan ni
Pang-apat
Alan.
na, yeah. But he's nursed his foul well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tama.
To consider 6 minutes, nandito pa siya. Done a good job. Without sacrificing defensive intensity. Huh?
Yeah, he's played 16 minutes in this game. Ketevis against Kani. Kani trying to find Sazon from the corner, in and out. That's a great look para kay Ives Sazon.
And that's the shot they've been looking for. Setting up Ives.
Mina. Now with Alan Santos, na libre si Ramirez. Down low they go. Giab against Mines. Josh. And this time he was trying to find Alan Santos.
I don't think they have a challenge now. Pa,
Yeah.
wala na. So this will be Riser's ball. Again, that seal.
Yeah.
High-low to Chris, they didn't get it.
Javier against Santos. 8 to shoot. Kani gets it back. Hubert. What will he do here? Kani, 3 seconds to work with. Kani layup too strong. Alan Santos with a rebound.
Boy, you gotta credit Sean Quintevis with that defense on Chris Javier. He was for the most part out position pero never out hustled.
Mina. 8 seconds to work with. Giab. Giab will attack against Mines. Trying to find Marcos a corner. McCoy for 3. And that's a shot clock violation. The defense just tightening up on both ends. For both Ilagan and Bataan.
Yeah.
Ang hirap nang makakuha ng basket dito. Even when you're trying to run your play.
Yep. Tsaka ramdam mo rin talaga kung ikaw ay nasa loob naglalaro yung pressure eh. You know, either team coverage or single coverage, everybody's on it and well disciplined to stick to the plan.
4.5 minutes to play. 4-2 ang quarter scoring natin. 4-2 for Bataan.
Sa sobrang defensive nitong game na to, ng quarter na to, hindi mo na napansin na ganun lang na score eh, no?
And 4.5 minutes remaining. Sazon to inbound. Darang is free. Ketevis is there. Gabawan slips. Back out to Sazon. Crossover from Ives. Atake ni Sazon. No good. And Ketevis was there to help again.
And even when you think na you've beaten that defender,
The secondary defender is there again.
oo, andun pa rin eh.
Marcos. Now with Dyke against Capulong. Mina launches the 3. No. The tap ends with Capulong. Darang to a running Mines. Mitchell lays it in. 58-57. 1-point lead for Ilagan. Bataan with momentum here down the stretch.
Boy, and two of the quickest downhill guys para sa Risers connecting in that play.
Giab against Kapulong. Ball poked away. Kapulong with a steal. It's off to Darang. He saves it. To Kapul. Blocked by Dyke. What a play. Mina drives. And a three-point play possibility for Ilagan. What a swing.
Wow!
Defense to offense.
Both
Really
ends.
quick.
Yeah, both ends.
Just not giving up, Mark Dyke. Ibang klase, yung chase down na yon. And on the other end, Allen Mina floats and puts it in.
A lot of momentum heading into these plays. I mean, you saw Mitch Minus do one the other end. Ito naman yun si Mina finishing it off.
Short on the free throw though. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Sazon goes downhill. It's a foul on Allen Mina. Wala pang penalty. Itong Cowboys, unlike Bataan, who is already over the limit.
Pero hanip yung hinabol rin na bola ni Robbie Darang doon. Sinave pero equally impressive yung chase down block ni Mark Dyke.
Hindi pa nakaset up ang depensa doon. Smart play galing kay Best Sazon to draw the foul on Allen Mina. Sazon fires. No. It's a loose ball foul against Philip Manalang.
Now, the both referees signaling the foul was on the ground.
But both teams already over the limit.
Yeah, both teams.
I have a feeling though that this won't be the last time we'll see these two teams against each other. This free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances and subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Minus knocks down the free throw.
At some point, I know both teams would say, if we're heading to the playoffs, we got to go through each other. .7 rebounds for Minus. Gets the second one to drop, 2 for 2. He's into double figures, Mitchell Minus. What you love about this game, nothing flashy on the offensive side. Everything's on the defensive schemes.
Manalang trying to bring it down against the defense of Bataan. Robbie. That's Philip rather. Hindi lang yan. McCoy for 3. No. And Darang picks up the rebound. Here's Yves Sazon. Sazon attacks into Dyke. Short. Rebound. Fought for. Whose ball's gonna be? Whose ball? It's going to be. Kaninong bola? Kaninong bola? May turo sa kabila. May turo sa kabila. Kanino?
Everybody's pointing to their side of the floor. What a game this has been. Pero kita mo yung effort. Ilang players yung humabol dyan.
Oo, last touch na nakaputo. Sazon trying to regain control. Yves, ang last touch ni Minus.
Well, they were in trouble the moment Yves fumbled that ball. Risers gotta defend here.
Ibang klase yung laban na to. 1-point game. Giab attacks baseline, trying to drop it off to Mark Dyke. Last touch ng mga naka-blue. Baseline inbound for Ilagan.
You gotta watch out for that same play again.
Marcos, balik kay Manalang. 10 seconds to work with.
Middle ball screen.
Philip. Labas kay Dyke. A 3 on the way. Big shot!
Wow.
Mark Dyke. 4-point game. Dyke with 12 points. That's his first basket since the first half, where he clustered together 9 points. The 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's a big play galing kay Manalang. And a big shot galing kay Dyke. And that forces a timeout sa Bataan. 63-59. We'll be right back. Art de la Cruz, sidelined at the moment. Good Monday night crowd dito sa Orion Sports Complex. 63-59 ang ating talaan. The home team Bataan with possession. Down by 4. Final 2 minutes in this ball game. Minus, they go to Kapulong. Against Giab. Kapulong. Giab, well defended, but JL Kapulong, just difficult to stop underneath. 17 in the game for JL Kapulong.
Definitely well defended by every defender right there.
McCoy almost lost it.
Mismatch.
Shot clock winding down. It's a turnover. Sazon with a steal. 17 turnovers for Ilagan.
Josa has the mismatch underneath with Robbie Darang. Didn't see him.
Chance to take the lead here, or tie the game. Kapulong is fouled by Giab. 2 free throws para kay JL Kapulong. It's another tight game.
Dito sa larong to, you have to pull out all the tricks in the bag.
Watch this, pure force right here.
Mano-a-mano, you know, even the off-ball guys are clearly defended, so you don't see any cutters available at all.
Ang ganda lang doon kasi hinanapan ng angulo ni JL eh. And he's been steady at the line tonight.
Right. So, hindi siya umasa sa mga straight line drives available na spaces. He carved space for that shot.
Kapulong, 2 for 2. We are tied at 63. Manalang, hindi nag-timeout ang Ilagan dito. Another close game for both teams. Manalang gets it back. 8 seconds to work with. They go to Giab against Kapulong.
Nice pick.
Nice fake by Giab. Atake ni Josh Giab! What a move from Josh Giab. Minus back the other way. He'll draw the foul and 2 free throws coming up. And they were just jogging back. Kaya hindi nila na-depensahan. Ito si Mitchell Minus on all alone. Look at the move from Josh Giab. The shot fake. And lets Kapulong fly by with that hang time move.
And the thing is, may nakadig pa si Mitch Minez on that ball on the floor action by Josh Giab. And katulad nga sabi mo, wala nang umabol pa kay Mitch Minez sa pagbaba, and everybody was jogging going down to defend.
Free throw shooting for Bataan. It's been key here.
Yeah, agree. They're what? A plus 11, tama ba? Plus 11 in free throw makes.
Minus solid game, perfect at the line. Missed the second, rebound Dyke. Manalang. Bataan can get the ball back still here. 15-second differential, game clock and shot clock.
Didn't go for the 2-4-1 itong Ilagan.
Mina against Darang. 5 seconds to work with. Mina fires a three. Good! Alan Mina! 10 points in the game. And a clutch basket for the Cowboys.
Boy, and what you love about this, the guys on Ilagan, the Cowboys, clutch after clutch.
They have been fouled as well there.
Yup. Didn't get to land on where he's supposed to.
Yes.
Oh my. And
That's a big time shot galing kay Alan Mina.
oh yeah. And you know what? If I'm Art de la Cruz, considering the last 2 games that we played, oh boy, I'm just raring to get back with these guys.
He must be elated
Oh,
with what
yeah.
he's seeing because the confidence is growing in this team.
Right. The tougher the games, the more confidence that they're building here for Ilagan. But Bataan, they still got time. This is 17 seconds. They got ball on a 2-possession game. Let's not forget, there's still that 3-point shot.
And with the way Bataan has been playing, it's just so hard to count them out. They've been so resilient in this game. They've shown a lot of grit. You can't just take them down.
Yeah. And
There have been a lot of punches thrown, baskets, of
Yeah.
course, but Bataan just seems to find a way. This was a 4-point game earlier, and Ilagan has a couple of timeouts left as well. Both teams over the limit. This is that's the last timeout. Here we go. Darang to inbound. That's a push on Sazon. A turnover. Darang is down on the floor.
got hit on that right knee. Boy, you don't want to see this look here.
Tingnan natin nangyari dito. Sazon. A push. Manalang and Manalang tumama yung likod niya kay Robbie Darang. He didn't know that Robbie was there.
Hindi niya alam, hindi niya alam.
And this high intensity game with that force na tumama sa'yo, mararamdaman mo yan. And hopefully, it's nothing serious for Robbie.
Right. Well, you hate for guys to go down in this kind of fight. He was straight up standing nung bumagsak si Philip sa kanya. And Philip, he got pushed. Didn't see that. Robbie was there.
(68-64).
Wow. You hate for it to go
Yes.
this way for Robbie. I mean, this is a well-played game between these two teams. Closest to a playoff-like game. This is highly defensive.
Yes, absolutely. William Bing comes in for Robbie Darang. We will continue here. Gabawan fouls Giyab. He will send him to the line. We're hoping na alam ko they work so hard. Parehong kupunan to get a win here. And hopefully, they do just enough not to hurt themselves
Yeah.
to prevent any more injuries. We don't want anything here
Agree.
to happen anymore. Masasaktan ng mga players natin. So hopefully, we'll finish this game safe.
At saka both these teams have played the same level of intensity from the jump.
Yes. Well, Ilagan got a little bit on the early side because
Right.
they've been having a tough time starting games. So I think the message was clear from Coach Louie
To start strong.
And now trying to finish strong. Because the end game has been one of their concerns this season. They've lost a lot of games, close games. Even against the contenders, they lost by 1 to Zamboanga, lost by 2 to Pangasinan, lost by 5 to Pampanga.
Considering how close those games were, they could have gotten better records
And
right
they
now.
also lost by 4 to Pasay.
That's right. And no team in those games that they played could actually say, no, we got their number. It's tough to go up against this guy.
Because you depends sa kasi nila, coach.
Oo, yeah.
It always keeps them in the game. In the same way Bataan has done it here as well. They still have a chance. It's 12 seconds.
I still remember that preseason interview by Coach Louie when he said, the team understands this is going to be a defensive team. And everybody's fully committed and everybody's on this. And so right now, these games that they played have clearly shown that is the identity of this team.
They're taking their time here.
Bella comes in for Mitchell minus. Two free
Tagal nun
throws. Josh
Oh, yeah.
Guillaume.
What happened there? Giab at the line. And they're icing the knee of Robbie Darang. Giab misses the free throw. The struggles at the line continue for the Cowboys. They're 8 of 20.
Important for the Risers to get the rebound. Ilagan not to foul.
Yeah, pero may time. Wala na timeout dito ang Bataan.
That's right.
Giab 0 for 2. The Risers with a glimmer of hope. Kani for 3! Oh! Hubert Kani, I tell you, never count the Risers out, especially here on their home floor.
That's right. Now, you can't commit a mistake here on the inbounds. Right there, little brush screen by JL Capulong. He rose up with those hands, challenged by Philip Manalang, and still knocked it down. Wow.
Isa na lang ang lamang ng Ilagan. They have the ball with 5 seconds remaining.
Lambing! Dito ka ha! Inbounder! Minus! Kari! Sito! Galing! Santos! Galing! Hey, baka! Hey! Josh! Hey, listen! Button! Okay, down! Backpick! No, hindi ka bola! Baka backpick kita, iwas tayo offensive ha! Backpick ulit, Josh, labas! Tingnan natin to! Hey, winning time!
Philip Manalang with a message. It's winning time. 68 to 67. You remember that Muntinlupa game? We thought Bataan was out of that as well, but they came back and took that victory in overtime. They need a steal here. 5 seconds remaining.
Could go for a quick foul.
And Giab will be sent back to the line with 4 seconds remaining. And Josh Giab is 1 for 4. He missed 2 free throws dun sa kanyang huling pagpunta sa linya.
Now, if you're the Risers, this is a good foul. Sending Josh Giab. Yeah, look at that free throw discrepancy. Plus 12 in favor of Bataan.
But 8 of 21, the percentage there,
Yeah,
Coach Mike. Yun yung concern dito.
It's 38%.
And Josh Giab is a 71% free throw shooter, but he's 25% tonight. Knocks down the first, Josh Giab.
Little breathing room here for Ilagan.
8 points and 7 boards and 4 assists for Josh Giab. Second free throw, no good. Gabawan You have to go quickly. And that will do it. The Cowboys escape. A huge win here in Orion. It went down the wire, but this time the Cowboys prevail against a gritty and resilient Bataan team, pushing them all the way down to the very last second. A heartbreaker for Bataan, but the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys will take this. It's something that they've deserved after a string of heartbreaks this season.
Yep.
Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. It was a battle down to the trenches.
Oh.
And these two big baskets from Alan Mina helped seal the deal, helped the Cowboys gain enough cushion. A three-pointer and a drive earlier, 5 points in that fourth period para kay Alan Mina, came back after getting hurt, and it was crucial as Ilagan Isabela secures win number 6, 69-67 over Bataan. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat, Alan. Congratulations. Grabe tong larong to, napakasaya, no? Pero sa totoo lang, collective effort siya. Kudos kay Mark, kay SQ, kay McCoy, no? Ang dami. Pero yung shot mo nung last few seconds, ramdam namin yung kumpiyansa at composure mo doon, Alan.
Actually, wala na eh. Kailangan ko na talagang bumawi. Ang sama ng game ko ngayon. So, binigyan pala na akong tiwala ni Coach Louie. So, sinuklihan ko lang.
Napakaganda. Alan, alam mo, bukod sa depensa, sinasabi sa akin ng ibang coaches, nagsisimula na daw kayo maging offensive threat, no, sa mga kalaban nyo. How do you feel about this?
Siyempre, unang-una, nagiging kumpiyansa na kasi workout talaga namin sa practice yun na maging offensive, lalo-lalo na maging magka-threat kami sa pass break. So yun, win-workout talaga namin.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay God sa binigyan niyang panalo. And thank you kay Boss, sa mga Boss Giao, Boss JB, Boss J, Diaz, and sa mga sumusuporta sa amin. And yun, binabati ko nga pala yung girlfriend ko na nanonood ngayon sa bahay and yung family ko.
Maraming salamat, Alan Mina. This play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Sa dating Coach Mike.
Let me breathe for a bit as we bring you the games again tomorrow. We are going to be at the Olivares College Gym in Parañaque. Batangas takes on Sarangani. Quezon will go up against Val City, and Pasig battles Parañaque. So the action resumes. Balik tayo sa Manila. But what a memorable night here in Orion as Pampanga lost to Caloocan. A big win for Caloocan, and Abra winning earlier over Bacolod, and the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys squeaking past the Bataan Risers. For my partner, Coach Mike Perez, courtside reporter Mika Abisamis, and for all the men and women making up our great team here, ito po si Sidel Tupa saying good night from Orion, Bataan.